So why do we use the passive voice? We use it when we want to focus on what is the subject of the active voice. So the active sentence is, the Eisteddfod tent houses 2,000 people from all over the world. The Eisteddfod tent, subject, houses, active verb, from all over the world, people from all over the world, object. So let's reverse it, stressing on the number of people. That's what we want to stress. So 2,000 people from all over the world, subject, are housed, passive voice, in the Eisteddfod tent. Now you'll notice that we use the auxiliary verb to be to form the passive. We use the auxiliary verb to be plus the past simple form, are housed. Right. By the way, the Eisteddfod is the name. It's a very common in Wales. It's very much associated with Wales. And Eisteddfod is a festival and a competition of performing poetry, dance, music, and it's in Wales. They have a national Eisteddfod every year, and that's held in a different town. Now it's 1 year North Wales, the next year South Wales. It used to be held outside Wales, just out of the borders in Birkenhead, my hometown, in Liverpool, in Shrewsbury, I believe. But now it's limited to Wales. But there's also the international Eisteddfod, which is held in a town called Llangollen, where I went to school, and that's a marvelous international event. I'll say something about the Eisteddfod. This was conceived after World War II, when a group of idealists in the valley of the River Dovdwy with Llangollen, so this is where I was brought up, they said, well, instead of fighting, let's compete in a peaceful way. Let's compete with dance and song. So choirs, dance ensembles from all over the world came to Llangollen and descended on the valley for 1 week in July. You had performers like Pavarotti, for example, and a big hit was a German choir, and this is just after World War II, when the Germans were the enemy and all that, the Obenkirchen Children's Choir, and they had a big hit with a song which in English is called, is sung, I love to go a-wandering along the mountain track, and as I go, I love to sing my knapsack on my back. Fal-de-ree, fal-de-ra, fal-de-ree, fal-de-ah, and so on. It was a huge hit. And of course, here are the Germans and the British and people from all over the world welcome each other. Let's not have any more wars. Why, that's stupid. Let's compete in cultural and peaceful activities like dance, music, poetry. So that's the Eisteddfod. So now coming back to Wales, I don't like the term Wales. I prefer Cymru, and I'm going to use Cymru now from now on. I'm going to try and use it. Wales is a term which means strangers, and it's used by German races like the Anglo-Saxons, to put down people who do not have the privilege of being Germanic. You see it in countries like Wallachia, in Romania, in Galicia in Spain, Galicia in Poland. These were peoples that the Germans thought, well, rather inferior, and they called them strangers. And Wales is stuck, and I just don't like it. And myself and a lot of friends are urging everybody now to use Cymru. Now, Cymru is a beautiful word. It's from a British word meaning, British Latin word, combrosius, which means something like comrades. So that's much better. So from now on, I'm going to use Cymru, C-Y-M-R-U. Now, U in Welsh is pronounced E. For the country, Cymru, for the people, with a Y on the end. Again, Y in in Welsh is normally a vowel pronounced or e, and Cambrian is also an acceptable adjective. That's a Romanized version. So let's use these terms. Semiology, semiotics is a subject of study. It's very popular now, and it's a study of signs. And whenever you see the word Cymru, it gives one a sense of pride, comradeship. If you see Wales, oh, inferiors, yeah, lesser people. All right, and now, but we do have the coolest flag on the planet, I think. It's the Welsh dragon, and it's the red dragon on a background of white and green. And when you see it at international events like World Cups, the flag displayed, you'll be very proud because it's a really great flag. There is a joke, it's a bit sexist, but I think lightheartedly that the Welsh, I'm going against my own principle, the Cymru revere their women so much that they put one on their national flag. Right. Now, I escape quickly from the wrath of the feminists. Sorry, feminists. Sorry, girls. Now, back to the grammar theme, the language theme, the passive voice. I've written a fable, a story, which is all in the passive voice. There are gaps, and I want you to fill in the gaps with the correct form of the passives. You'll get the idea, and the answers will be again at the end of this vlog, so it's just a practice. And the theme is also connected with Wales. I've called it Sospan Fawr, or Blodeuwedd Bled. Sospan Fawr is a famous Welsh song sung at rugby matches and football matches by the spectators. Blodeuwedd is a heroine in an old collection of myths called the Mabinogion, which is very powerful stories. They're very, very, very ancient. They go probably back all the way to the original Indo-European culture. And Blodeuwedd was a lady who was conjured up out of flowers by the magician Gwydion, because he had a son Llyw, and Llyw didn't have a wife, so Gwydion conjured up for him this beautiful woman called Blodeuwedd. But she betrayed him. It was the eternal love triangle. She betrayed him with a guy called Gronw Pebber. But Llyw didn't die. He just flew away. He was rescued by his uncle Gwydion, and they caught Blodeuwedd, and they punished her by turning her into an owl. So Blodeuwedd can be a beautiful woman and can be an owl. Gronw Pebble, the lover, the third party, he was punished by having to endure the punishment that he had himself wished on Llyw, and he had to stand behind a stone, and Llyw threw a spear, and the spear went right through the rock, made a hole, and right through Gronw Pebble. So he got his just desserts, although there are people saying, well, Blodeuwedd didn't really have much of a choice. Anyway, it's a very powerful story. So here's the one I've written it's called Sospan Fawr, or Blodeuwedd's Blend. One evening in the year of grace 2033, in the John Masefield pub in Rock Ferry, Birkenhead, a set of 4 songs, gap 1, verb perform. What you have to do is insert the correct form of the passive voice. I'll give you that one. Was performed. It's a story in the past. by a young singer-guitarist, Duff Hawthorne. Right. The songs were the Everly Brothers, To Love. That's future with will, but passive voice. Oh, I'll give you that one. When Will I Be Loved? When will I be loved? Sweet Dreams by the Eurythmics. This is in the present simple form. I'll give you that one too. Sweet dreams are made of this. And the last song was the sea shanty, Liverpool Judies, with its line, I was quickly, number 4, kidnapped, when you captured suddenly. And that's in the past simple tense, back to Liverpool. And I'll give you that one too, I'll give you that one. So I was quickly kidnapped back to Liverpool. I'm not going to give you any more, we'll go on. Now, after his set, 5 complete, and the time bell, 6 ring, that's in the past perfect. Sorry, number 5 was past simple, number 6, past perfect. Hawthorne, 7, startle, that's past simple. To see a large owl which fly, past perfect, through the window. I'll give you that one, because that's the past perfect, which had flown through the window. Who did the owl? And Duff, 9, gather up in her wings. They flew southwestwards through the peaceful night sky, and the owl slowly turned into a beautiful woman, who said she, 10, call, past simple, Bladaiweth. Hawthorne, 11, embrace, past simple. A bright green meteorite, 12, see, past simple. To land on a spot in the Berwyn Mountains, and it, 13, follow down, past simple. By the happy couple. A small green tree, 14, observe, past simple, to grow at that spot. Some leaves, 15, pluck, past simple, by Bladaiweth, and 16, brew, past simple, in a small saucepan, a Sospan Fawr, small saucepan, which miraculously appeared, as did a spring of boiling water. Berwyn means boiling. When Duff drank it, he found that he could understand all the languages of the world. That year, Duff Hawthorne played Glastonbury, and the famous Glastonbury Thorn, 17, pay a visit, past simple, by his fan club. 2 large chests, one of Berwyn tea leaves and one of the tree seeds, 18, bring, past perfect, to Glastonbury. These, 19, distribute, past simple, to those who, 20, intrigue, past perfect, by the rumors about the effects of Berwyn tea. Numerous eyewitnesses, accounts, record present perfect, about the extraordinary bonding and blending that resulted. The rest, as they say, is history. Now, I suggest you make a table of 21, number 21 gaps, and fill them in. You can do this now as an exercise, or check the answers, which will be given at the end of the vlog.